Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They start the drive with Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 40. Only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
10 more there and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run again on first down. Cook
to about the 26 here. 2nd and 6.
They run it again with Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. Check, check, check.
They'll run with Dobbins. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
57's Mike. Mike 57. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's the fullback. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
This is fielded at the 27. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, The open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager.
And this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Tucker now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how frequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown of this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken to the 26. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Go, go, go. Check 43. Kill.
Here's Cook again.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
He's crashing. He's checking.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Tighten up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yeah.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Mike 54. I got one.
Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's get in there now. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike 54.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Well, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 18. Mike 18. Yeah. 60 Bison.
Hands it off out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
After a gain of 7, brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. They find some open field here. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. James Cook with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens just continue to roll. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing to battle.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. It's caught here by Adams.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Watch the pass. Track him 60. Alert 3. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. All you get is a headache.
2nd and 11.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
2nd and 5.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second and 3. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, is now they've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and 2. He'll look downfield for Waller. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense. But this one, a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
52, Mike 52. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Hey, Mike 52.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do. Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches, as a general rule, that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They're running it. Watch 18. 18's the mic. 60 back, Cat. 60 back, Cat. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, one. Mike 18. Mike 18.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll set up to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Back to throw again. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's first and goal.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
They'll try to run with Dobbins, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best block. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Ravens, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.